Good evening, friends. Welcome to the PANSIGHT webinar. I assume I'm audible and the slide is visible. Topic is toxic relationship. This is a very, very important topic. You will be convinced soon. Purpose of this webinar, know how to identify toxic people. Step 1, you must be able to identify the toxic people. Then what? Learn how to deal with toxic relationship. My talk is based on FEQT, facts, experience, quotes, and thoughts. Without facts, if I give a talk, then it won't be authentic. It won't be credible. So that is one of the reasons I always try my best to collect facts, data that would support or substantiate whatever statements I make. Then experience. There's no point in talking about somebody else's experience. Oh, he did that one, he did that one. No, I want to share my own experience from my personal life, family life, social life, and professional life. That way you'll be able to know whether I was able to, how did I handle toxic relationship? Yes, everybody in life, you will have some people, toxic people in your life, and how to deal with them. Then quotations, as usual. My hobby is collecting quotations. I have more than 40,000 quotes. Lastly, thoughts. And my hobby is thinking. Different kinds of thinking. Logical thinking, critical thinking, creative thinking, analytical thinking, lateral thinking. I use different types of thinking when I deal with a problem. Definition of toxic relationship. A relationship is toxic when your well-being is threatened. When your well-being is threatened in some way, either emotionally or psychologically or physically. Sometimes all the three. Sometimes that relationship will threaten your physical well-being, emotional well-being, psychological well-being. For example, domestic violence, abusive partner. The husband is a boozer and he comes and beats the wife and even verbally abuses, physically abuses. Yes, that's a toxic relationship impacting the physical well-being, mental well-being, and emotional well-being. Is this point clear? If it is clear, in the chat box, put C, type in C. Because I always want to make it an interactive session. This is how I interact with you. Then after the presentation, yes, thank you, Kamendra. After the presentation, definitely, I will leave at least 10 minutes for Q&A session. Till then, please don't ask any questions. Please don't post any questions in the chat box. Thank you, Shabnam Rana ji. I was surprised at the number of books available on this topic. How to deal with toxic people, then how to deal with the toxic relationships, numerous. I've just shown you some 3 titles, just to create you more awareness. This quotation, I liked it very much. Who has time for toxic relationships? If someone is not honoring your feelings it is not a real relationship. If you feel drained after spending time with someone, that is a red flag. That is a red flag. Even an ordinary conversation with some people, some of your friends, talk to them over the phone or 3 or 4 times. Every time at the end of conversation, you feel angry or you feel annoyed, irritated. That's not good. That means that relationship is toxic. At the end of a conversation with a friend or somebody, you should not feel, you should not get any kind of negative emotions. If you are getting frequently negative emotions, that means no, it is time to think whether you want to continue that relationship. I'm sure that some of you must have experienced it. After talking to some people, that day, the whole day feels ruined. Have you experienced like that one? If you have, in the chat box, put the alphabet Y. I want to know. I have experienced many times. Yes, Ramendran, Y. Roy Chorianji, Y. Yeah, that is it. Many people, they don't realize that one. That is why this topic is very, this will be an eye-opener. And this will help you a lot. Yes, it helped me a lot. Indira Gandhi and her husband, Feroz Gandhi. It was an interreligious marriage, love marriage. He was not a Gandhi, he was a Feroz Gandhi. He was a Parsi. They married somewhere in 1942. Then what happened? 2 children, Rajiv Gandhi and Sanjay Gandhi. But they lived separately. They were estranged. They found the relationship toxic. This is a real life example. I don't give any imaginary situation. Bill Gates and his wife, ex-wife, Melinda Gates. You know, Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft. After marriage, they lived together for more than 20 years. They couldn't get along well. They found that relationship was getting more and more toxic. Divorced. Kapil Sibal, the Harvard-educated lawyer, Supreme Court. Kerala government has given crores of rupees for getting his service. Very successful lawyer. He was a cabinet minister also during the UPA ministry. What happened? In 2022, he couldn't get along with that party. The relationship with the Congress party became toxic, and he quit Congress party. And he was nominated as a Rajya Sabha member with the support of SP Akhilesh Yadav. So when the relationship went toxic, he entered that one. Mamata Banerjee, the present Chief Minister of West Bengal, she belonged to the Indian National Congress Party. And she was even a minister in their government long time back. When the relationship didn't go well, when it became toxic, she quit and started her own party, Trinamool Congress Party. So the point I'm trying to make is, in real world, this is very common. And especially in politics, they don't tolerate, they don't put up with that one. They leave the party. Plenty of people. Ghulam Nabi Azad, Jyotirao Scindia, and today also I read that is two party, the Congress party spokesperson, they quit. But many people, they don't do that one. We continue and maintain that toxic relationship, and that ruins our health. They quit. That is one of the reasons. The longevity of politicians, they rarely die these days before the age of 75. They don't die. They rarely get any heart attack. I'm a medical doctor. They don't commit suicide. So learn the practical lessons from the politicians. If the relationship is toxic, you must end. Are you convinced? If you are convinced with these examples, put C in the chat box. Because I have spent a lot of time doing all the reading, research, and everything, so that my talk will be authentic. Pradap, yes, thank you. Lakshma Reddy. We have to learn some lessons from the politicians. These lessons. But there are plenty of politicians unethical, corrupt. I don't want you to learn the lessons from them. That is not the lesson. That is not the message. Don't take away this message. Oh, Dr. Reddiar wants us to follow the footsteps of the politicians. Okay, why not we also make some quick money? No, that's not my message. What about Shashi Tharoor? He married thrice. First two marriages ended in divorce because toxic relationship. Anil Ambani and Mukesh Ambani, they were together, part of the same business empire, till Dhirubhai Ambani's father was alive. After that, what happened? Oh my goodness, bitter battle. Bitter battle. Relationship became very toxic. Mukesh Ambani his own, and Anil Ambani his own. Siblings also. So not only husband and wife, not only political, this one political field, and in the business field, and the siblings also. Toxic relationship. This is Padmaja Venugopal. She is the daughter of former Chief Minister Karnagaran, Kerala State, USA Congress, and she was again in the Congress party till I think that 1 or 2 weeks back. Then what did she do? She felt humiliated. She felt insulted. So the relationship with that party became toxic, and she resigned and she joined BJP. Then the reaction from her brother, who is still in the Congress party, and his reaction is Chadi. Pagaram Vitum. He is saying that this is betrayal. What she has done is betrayal. I will retaliate. Is it interesting? If it is interesting, put I in the chat box. The information, the facts I am sharing, if it is interesting, I. So that is what happens, a toxic relationship. How? Even revenge. It is making the other person say that I will take revenge upon her. No, don't take it lightly. Shanmu Rajeshwari, thank you. APJ Abdul Kalam, Mayavadi, happy, smiling. Rahul Gandhi, happy, smiling, with the two women on both sides. Now you understand, I assume they never got married because they were already smart, they were aware of the risk of the relationship becoming toxic. And with a partner, also the toxic, this one, they didn't want to take that risk. That may be the reason why APJ Abdul Kalam didn't get married. Rahul Gandhi is already 54 years old. And Mayavadi, 60 plus. remaining single. Toxic relationships in social life, family life, and work life. I'll be sharing some my own real life, personal life experience where certain relationships, when they went toxic, how I suffered. I'll soon share those real life experience. Real love and or true respect are absolutely required for sustained, that is continuous or continuing positive relationship. I use the word real love and true respect because many people, they display fake love and fake respect. Okay, family life. I'm going to share the real life experience from my own family life. My father, some of you here know my father, Gomarji and other people. A self-made man, highly successful man, businessman, and he worked hard, earned money, and he never showed any discrimination, unconditional love, equally, everything. And when he was 85 years old, he fell down and sustained minor hip fracture. I was in USA. Minor hip fracture. And just fixed surgery and all those things. But unfortunately, while he was in the hospital, because of negligence, mismanagement, he developed some complications. So I thought, okay, I will go and spend 2 or 3 months there with him. So I resigned my job because here we are not going to get leave for more than 1 month like that. Not like in India. Oh, mother doing, give me leave for 3 months. No, it won't happen. So I resigned my job, went to India. I thought, okay, I will spend 3 months, then come back and find a new job. But when I went there, I suddenly saw something totally different. Not all people, but some people, when you are in good health, who showered love. And then now when he was independent, now he is dependent, partly dependent. And I saw the attitude, everything totally different. Yeah, they thought that he is no longer going to be a cash cow. So they stopped displaying and they suddenly became very busy also, not available. That is when I never show any fake love with anybody. At that time, I didn't want to abandon my dad. I knew that is okay. He's partly dependent and he won't be able to get the love and care and attention he deserves. In USA, practicing medicine, you can make a lot of money. Money is not everything. As far as I am concerned, money is not everything. I was never greedy. And I didn't want to abandon my father. My father not even once asked me to stay back. Not even once. He said that, okay, don't go to USA. Now be here. No. I, on my own, I stayed in India for the next 5.5 years. And I was able to give him excellent care. And he didn't have to go to any hospital during those 5.5 years. And his death also on the last day, half a day in the hospital, very peaceful death. What I'm saying is, earlier I told you, true love. So it was not true love. It was something like some of them were treating him like an ATM. That is all. Not the true love. So that happens in real life. That'll be a real shock. Is this story something really insightful? If it is really insightful, put I in the chat box. Please, my dear friends. I thank you, Hemmoji. After his death, I came back. I was there for 5.5 years. Because of that one, I don't have any feelings of guilt feelings. Otherwise, I would be living with feelings of guilt. That is the worst kind of feeling. Or regrets. I don't have that. Types of toxic personalities. 12 types. Liars, hypocrites, gossipers, blamers, shamers. Guilt inducers, betrayers, belittlers, demoralizers, argumentators, sadists, experters. Do you want to explain more? If you want me to explain more, put in the chat box, yes, why? Then I will explain. I don't want to assume. If everything is already well known, then I don't want to waste your time. Bindu, yes, yes, yes. Neelam Damija, yes. Shabram Rana, thank you. The very fact that you have put yes means that is you are going to get some new information. And I'm really glad I chose this topic. Once again, let me go to that slide and start with each one. Liars. If you find a person in your relationship, either a friend or a family member or a co-worker, if that person lies, and if you catch that person as a liar, then you don't have to confront with that person. Confronting is not going to help. Identify he is a liar. Don't trust him. And make sure that that relationship is just bare minimum. Don't count on that person. Then you will be hurt. You will be hurt. Is this clear? If it is clear, put C. Any liar, every liar, yes, Shamir Rajeshwariji, every liar, never, don't trust them. They are not trustworthy. What is the second point? Hypocrites. Those who preach, those who practice what they don't preach. They don't walk the talk. Even a trainer or anybody, I have seen plenty of trainers. They preach a lot. And I even, a time management session, one expert, once I went to attend that session, it was supposed to begin at 5 o'clock. He was not there at 5 o'clock. 5:10, no, he comes out around 5:30, and he didn't even bother to apologize. And he is going to talk about time management. That is hypocrisy. And people talk about, okay, some of the politicians, they are all hypocrites. Most of them are hypocrites. They don't practice what they preach. So that is hypocrisy. And doctors also, some doctors, they are pakka hypocrites. They say, well, I am here for service. I want to serve the poor. I want to serve the sick and all those things. They grab, greedy, very greedy. What they say is not what they are. So hypocrites in your social circle. I'm going to tell you that after this session, what you should do. First, please take a screenshot of this slide. Then you have to do the homework. Then only you'll be able to deal with the toxic people effectively. So hypocrites, gossipers. If somebody comes and tells a gossip about somebody else, that is a red flag. If he or she is capable of telling some nasty things or negative or bad mouthing about somebody else, that person will do the same thing about you behind your back. Be careful. Don't trust them. Don't share your personal, intimate details with that person. That person will gossip your personal problems. They will just broadcast that one. You cannot trust them with any secret. Is this point clear? Is clear? Put C. Put C. Because you will find such gossipers in your life. After this session, identify, you must take a paper, pen and paper, and look at all your close friends and whether they fit in with any of these categories. These are all the different kinds of personalities. Personality is a characteristic pattern of thinking, feeling, and behaving. That is the way. It's not going to change that personality. You will be frustrated if you try to change that person. Instead of that one, goodbye. Or if it is, you cannot say goodbye, reduce, minimal. Make the contact, the time you spend with that person as minimum as possible. You have some family members, your own brothers or sisters, you may not be able to say goodbye. You may have to reconcile. Blamers. Oh, if somebody is seen that always, they may blame you. If anything goes wrong, they will blame you. Because you did that way, that is why you are this way. You should not have done that way. You did this one and thing, and you will feel very miserable. When you are telling them an issue problem, you are expecting them to give you the emotional and social support. Instead of giving you the emotional and social support, they jab their finger at you. Blamers. This happened for me in the work life. When my supervisor, she harassed me because of her hostile attitude, because of my skin color, my nationality. Because discrimination is very rampant. And when I shared that one, because I was feeling at the end of the day, work day, feeling very much frustrated. So I called some of my Indian friends, Tamilians, Malayalis, to share this one. What did I get? You must be very, this one. See, don't, this one. You must have done something wrong. That is why she is treating you like that. You must have done something wrong. That's why she is treating like you. Blaming me. No social support. What did I do? Cut. Out of 10 friends, only 2 people, they provided me the social support and emotional support. Are these 8 people? No. They won't do unless in this country, you're saying in this country. No. It may be in India, but here, no. They won't harass. They will be very fair. They'll be very fair. So that makes me feel I am lying. That will make me all the more feel worse. I'm telling the truth, and they are blaming me, and they are making me feel that I am a liar. That is adding insult to injury. Is this real life work experience something insightful? If it is insightful, put I. This happens. Shabana Ranaji, thank you. Shabanam. Insightful, yes. So that is why this topic I thought of giving a talk on this topic because this is very, very relevant. A lot of personal, professional, family, and social life experience. Shamers. Oh, and it's really very common. Girls again, there are some friends. Oh, you have put on some weight. Oh, you're this one, this one. Body shaming. Body shaming. Moody type. What happened to your hair? What happened to your physical appearance? Everything. Shamers. They'll make you feel very miserable. Avoid such people. Avoid such people. Guilt induces. Oh, see, they tried to induce guilt in me also. When I went abroad, some people said that they couldn't go abroad. Hypocrites. And they said, "Oh, see, you are the only son. Your parents say, oh, you should not go there. You must work here and take care of the parents." They are trying to inject guilt. What you are doing is not right. You should be around here and take care of this one. മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയും കുറ്റബോധം കുത്തിവെക്കുക. Because once you feel guilty, your life will be hell. They didn't succeed. Because I made sure that everything. I used to call my mom almost 3 or 4 times a week and ask, inquire everything, father, everything, and whatever medical help I used to arrange, even I was away. So no guilt feelings. And when he really needed that help, I was there for 5.5 years. So no guilt feelings. So guilt induces, avoid them. Betrayers. Be careful. That also from my professional experience. There was a nurse who joined a team. And she used to ask me a lot of help. Her father was having some health problems. I didn't have to see him because he was not my patient. And she said, "Dr. Reddiar, do you mind if I bring my father? Can you just see me?" That is outside. I said, "Yes." And some other anything, any help or some updating, something like that. Everything I did. Do you know what she did? When that supervisor, when she started harassing me, she solicited complaints from patients and from my coworkers. And this nurse, she gave a written complaint against me. That is betraying. Do you agree? If you agree, put A. Put A. That is absolute betraying. Then soon, that is, I didn't want her in my team. And then I also changed my attitude and approach. I became indifferent. Then she left that team. And she left that team and she went to some other team. So such betrayers, toxic relationship. Belittlers. They always try to trivialize your accomplishments. For example, when I give a talk, and I am sure that some of you say, "Excellent, doctor, very good, very good." But there are some people, and once one guy who came for the first time, and he was a medical representative, long time back, I knew him when I was a house surgeon. Subsequently, I had no contact with him for many years. Then another medical representative told me, "Hey, he's now, I told him about your talks and he's interested in coming to and listen to your talk." Okay, I sent him my link and he showed up. And at the end, after that one, he sent a WhatsApp message. I expected, doctor, very much. This is a run-of-the-mill talk. Run-of-the-mill means no, nothing. So belittling. Then I asked him, "Okay, what did you expect? What should I do to make it not a run-of-the-mill talk?" Because I knew that guy is trying to belittle me. Maybe out of jealousy or whatever it is. So what should I do differently so that it won't be a run-of-the-mill? അല്ല അങ്ങനെ ഒന്നുമില്ല. അല്ല ഞാനൊന്ന് പറഞ്ഞതേ ഉള്ളൂ. I just gave a suggestion. Cut. I stopped sharing my link. Do you understand this one clearly? If you understand clearly, put you. I want to make sure this is a real life example. You will find many people who are belitless. Your accomplishment, they will try to. Adinda valiya karyam. Oh, endana idu endonu kaanichadu ellarkum kittunnallo. Everybody is able to get this one. What is so great about this one? They will try to throw water, your enthusiasm, excitement, everything. Such people are toxic people. Get away from them. Demoralizes such people. Any idea, new idea, it won't work. No. That is risky. Your enthusiasm, excitement to do something different, when that comments, that will kill your enthusiasm. I have come across some people talking about that one. Webinar and all. Webinar, who is going to listen? What is the point in this one? You are wasting time. And you are doing it for free. Free, that one, nobody will, this one, come, listen. These are all demoralizers. When I wanted to fight against my supervisor in the hospital for retaliation against some of our Mallu and the Tamil, this one said, risk on, don't fight. You'll have to spend a lot of money and you lose everything. Don't do that one. Demoralizers. I ignored. I stopped talking to them. I had full confidence in my own this one. I didn't let that one discourage me, demotivate me from moving on, fighting. I fought 5 legal cases. All the 5 legal cases I was able to win because I stopped listening to such demotivators. Argumentators. Any conversation, they will convert in an argument. They constantly disagree with whatever you say. Even if you present the facts, haven't you seen such argumentative type of people? If you have seen, please put yes. Why? Because it will be very frustrating. You will be drained. Your energy will be drained. And whatever facts, everything, you won't be able to convince them. Stop. Like that again, I have severed connection with such argumentators. They don't argue on the basis of facts. Neelamji, thank you. They don't have any facts. All their opinions are based on, yeah, somebody said, I hear say that like that. Then sadism. You know, sadism. That is a real personality disorder. They enjoy hurting others. And in USA, in the government sector job, because I was in the government sector job, most of the upper management people, they are incompetent. They don't get that position out of merit. They get their job by what you call bootlicking. And they are incompetent and they abuse their power. Not in the private sector. Private sector is for profit. Or Satya Nadella or this Sundar Pichai, they are there for profit. That's companies. And they cannot afford to. But government sector, oh, sadism. I suffered. And once from 1998, in a VA hospital, suddenly the urgent care, I was working in the urgent care. A new guy came as they worked there on part-time, and he was made the interim, the director of that one. And he made many irrational changes. And again, he was also a racist, and he made my life a hell. And he was enjoying that one. My rational, this one, discussion, nothing working. So he's a sadist. What did I do? I aggressively looked for a job outside. And within 3 months, luckily I was able to find a job. I said, goodbye. No more suffering. Then yes, but yes. Whenever you talk to somebody, if you say, what do you think? You're right. Yeah. Yes, you're right. But the moment they use the word but, be sure they're not agreeing with you. Initially, what they said yes is at the lip level, not real. Yes, butter. This also this is Dr. Reddiar's recommendation. If in a conversation one guy says yes, but 3 times, it is a time to know that he is a yes butter. No more help or support you can expect from that person. He is a yes butter. Negative mindset always. Coping strategies. Now, how to cope with that one? First, to do self-reflection. Assess the relationship honestly, without any bias. That friend might have been from your school days, or you have been married for so many years, and all those things. But you have to sit and, as I told you, take a screenshot, or you watch my video again. This video, it is worth watching 3 or 4 times, and find out whether that relationship, that person belongs to one of those liars or hypocrites or whatever it is. Then if you find that is hurting you, harming you, if you don't address that one, I will give you an example, medical analogy. A medicine, if somebody prescribes a medicine for example, cholesterol, a marginally elevated cholesterol level, and can be managed in different ways. One is by diet therapy, modifying the diet, avoiding or reducing the red meat, then fatty food, fried foods, and all those things, dairy products, or drug, take a pill. What happens? Many people, they don't want to make those changes in the diet. Give me a pill, doctor. And the pill, and this pill has serious side effects also. Can cause severe muscle pain. Then muscle pain. And do you want to continue taking that one with muscle pain, suffer muscle pain, or would you want to change that one, stop? And sorry, what happened now? I don't know. Suddenly, my screen. Royji, your screen. Okay. So, or would you want to stop taking medicine and diet therapy and get better? Which one? Which option will you choose? 1 or 2? 1 is continue. 2 is stop and change the diet. Put the number in the chat box. 1 or 2. I want to see. How many of you would? 2. Yes. You don't want to suffer continuously. Why should you? The same relationship also. Just like that one. Do you want to suffer continuously? Or that's what Indira Gandhi did. That's what Bill Gates did. That is what Kapil Sibal did. That is what Ghulam Nabi Azad did. All this, learn from those examples. Don't. So sit and find out which one. If you are not feeling happy, when you go home, if you are not feeling happy, comfortable, peaceful, something is wrong. When you go to work, if you are not feeling happy, excited, something is wrong. Is this simple? Is this simple? If it is simple, yes. So you have to ask the question. Simple, Pradapji. Thank you. Very easy to identify. If you are not comfortable at home or at work, then something is wrong. And find out that something. Fix that one. Then, first of all, prioritize your emotional health. Your health is in your hands. It is more important. Oh, my son, no, if his relationship has become toxic, no, it's going to hurt you more if they don't care for you. That biological relationship is not an excuse for continuing to maintain that toxic relationship. Set boundaries to protect your well-being. Minimize interaction. Seek counseling, formal or informal. I suggest informal means you want some mature minded friends or relatives and discuss with them. Seek there. Because you may not be able to think rationally when you are stressed. Toxic relationship means you are under stress. Then seek their one. If you don't have anybody like that, then seek a psychology or a counseling support. The last one is, that is most important, break up formally or informally. Formally means divorce. Informally, separation. You're not divorced, but live separately. Business partnership, end that partnership. Political, this one, end that one. Resign. And yesterday, Sanjay Nirupam, he resigned from the Congress party. And immediately after he submitted resignation, the party expelled him. Okay? So that is what happened. Yeah. Every Thursday I give a talk. Next talk is side effects and allergic effects of medication. This is a medical topic. Very important. Don't just consult Dr. Google. Smart parents and dumb parents. Teenagers are suffering a lot because of the dumb parents. That is my Zoom ID link and passcode. You can take a screenshot every Thursday at 8 p.m. Now we have another 10 minutes. In this 10 minutes, only questions related to the slides I have shown. Nothing from outside this one, my dear friends. Exactly at 9 o'clock, I will stop the recording, but the meeting will continue. I'll stop the recording. After 9 o'clock, yes, if you want to share your own life experience, some stories, or if you want to ask some other things about how to like that, ask me. And I don't mind staying for 30 minutes or 1 hour. So only questions and pointed specific questions. Now, go ahead. If you raise your hand, I will call accordingly. Did you find, before that one, did you find this session interesting and insightful? It is very much or just so-so. If it is very much, put V in the chat box. If it is very much, it is put V. V is very much. Okay, Binduji. Thank you, Salkumar. Thank you. Okay, now, questions? Okay, Vishwanathanji, yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Really, it is a very interesting and understanding topic. I like very much. And one thing which I want to tell over here is just quitting the job, quitting the situation, or I don't think it is a good one. Be inside and fight.
No, just a minute. Not your comments. Question. This is a comment. This we will discuss after 9 o'clock.
Okay,
Do you have a question?
Yes,
Any question?
that is the only thing. That is
okay, then we'll discuss after 9 o'clock. Okay. Any question? What happened? Everything is understood? No more questions? Then I'm very happy. Everything I have made it crystal clear. Okay, go Marji.
If you put all these filters, then we have to leave alone. or we have to go to Kailas or Himachal.
Question. What is the question?
Then how to get rid of this family life? Very difficult to get rid of. Because our system, because in your area may be correct, but how we can do in it's not a
Vishwan, Parmuji, Sankumar, could you please mute? I will make you a co-host. I'll make you a co-host and you can mute. That is Sankumar. Okay. Vishwanji, that one, please mute. Okay. Now, it is possible. Use the word very difficult. Use the word very difficult, not impossible. The very fact that you use the word very difficult means it is still possible. Because just like I will give you a medical example, medical analogy. Our own body, if there is a gangrene in the foot, you know gangrene, that is that on the dead and the blood flow is something like that, ulcer and everything, gangrene. Then what do we recommend? Amputation. We cut the foot and remove the foot. Yes, it is my own body. How can I let the foot be amputated? How can I? No. Now, if you don't, that gangrene will spread to other parts of the body and you will die. The same way, toxic relationship, now you may be feeling angry now and then, or frequently feeling angry, or frequently feel irritated, and all those things. If you don't deal with that one, this one can affect your peace of mind. And then with the loss of peace of mind, then that is what is happening in Kerala, Gomarji, the Beverages Corporation, a long line. Long line. They are not going to drink for celebrating any success. Because alcohol is used for celebrating as well as for drowning. Happiness, alcohol again, yeah, drink, you'll feel more. You are angry, depressed, again, alcohol will make you quiet. So, do you want that to happen? No, it is very difficult, but you have to, for self-protection. That is why all these people, the divorce, that is even the Trump, he divorced 3 times. Shashi Tharoor, twice. He's a diplomat. Diplomacy is not working. Okay, diplomatic skills are not working in the family life. And Anil Ambani and Mukesh Ambani, brothers, completely. So at times, hard decisions one has to take. Eventually, it is your health, your life, your happiness, your peace of mind. If you are unhappy and if you don't have peace of mind, the longevity will be less. You know, many doctors, for your information, once again, let me tell you, the longevity reports, these are all scientific, that one, objective data. Indian Medical Association, they publish the data. The lifespan of doctors is 10 years less than the lifespan of ordinary people. Okay? Healthcare, doctors, they die in their late 50s and early 60s. Why? Why? They are highly successful. It's not the money. Job burnout, work-related tension, toxic relationship with the patients, toxic relationship with the bystanders, toxic relationship with the co-workers. That one. And there are plenty of doctors who are, again, boozers. After work at home for relaxation. For relaxation, there's no fun. You want alcohol for relaxation. And 5 medical doctors from my own circle, and Dr. Gomar will unmute and say, validate this one. They died from liver failure because of alcoholism. He is a ENT surgeon. He knows one professor of ENT. He died from liver failure. Gomarji, unmute and just validate what I told you. Yes? Gomar, you are not audible. We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Gomarji. I don't know, something is wrong there. So doctors again, they don't know how to deal with. For us, whereas in my case, here the patients, some abusive patients, drug-seeking behavior, when they demand these opioid medicine and all those things, many doctors, oh, they are afraid. Oh, if I don't give, then he will go and complain, and he will contact the senator, and then I will have to face all sorts of this one. So they yield. At the same time, they start worrying. Because if you prescribe an opioid for no indication, then the DEA, Drug Enforcement Authority, they will monitor you and it may cost your license. So catch-22 situation. They worry, and lose sleep. I don't. I tell them, I'm sorry, I can't give. Then what do? I immediately call my nurse. I made an arrangement. Think rationally. The nurse will come there. And in her presence, I repeat. This guy may call me, you are an asshole, all those is shouting, everything. I don't react. I just sit there with a poker face. I'm sorry, I cannot. And you storm out of the room and slam the door. And I document everything, documentation. I document that one. The patient demanded, and it was not indicated, and he was angry, and he was upset, and he called me asshole. And this piece of conversation was witnessed by my nurse. Her name also I put, and I make the nurse co-sign that one. Subsequently, I do get. He goes and complains to the patient advocate or to the senator. They will send Dr. Reddiar, but he won't tell the truth. He won't tell the truth. He will say Dr. Reddiar was rude and mean. He won't say Dr. Reddiar refused to give me the pain medication because he wants to hurt me. He wants to see that I suffer. When I get the inquiry, I just take a copy of my note and I send them. That is it. He is angry and upset because I was trying to practice evidence-based ethical medicine. I was trying to practice evidence-based ethical medicine, and he was angry. Saved. No problem. Nothing happened to me. Gomarji, do you understand? Gomar, this one? With the patients also. I have shown that one. All that is required is to use one of the thinking skills. Logical thinking, critical thinking, analytical thinking, lateral thinking. And I am very good at that one. Okay, now I'm going to stop the recording, but we'll continue the discussion. And at that time, you can ask more questions or share your experience. So, thank you all for your active participation. Please share this video with as many people as possible. Do you agree that this is a very, very useful, this will be a very useful video? If you agree, put A. It will be very useful because when you share this one, it will be a gift for your friends. It will be a real gift. With this information, they won't get from any books by reading one book. No. This information is worth reading some 50 books. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording. Don't go away.